JavaScript functions. In this lecture we will cover JavaScript functions which we will use during writing our test automation script. JavaScript functions is a block of code designed to perform a particular task. Syntax for writing function is function keyword, function name, which can be any, parameters, for example, and block of code which will be executed inside functions. Let's go to our Sublime IDE and write our first function. Let's open terminal and create file with extension JS, which means JavaScript. Hit return. Using ls command, check that we have two files. Let's open JavaScript functions file and let's start writing our first function. Let's declare variable x which equal 2 and variable y which is equal 5. Now basically what I just did, I started comment for our code. It won't be executed by Node.js environment in JavaScript file. Okay, let's type function that JavaScript understand that it's function. Let's type my function name, for example, and where we will declare parameter 1 and parameter 2. Okay, now we need to open curly brackets and we need to return okay, p parameter 1 multiply parameter 2. This is actually block of code which will be executed. It's like a body of function, and we're closing curly brackets. Let's save it and try to execute it, which will be Node JavaScript Fundamentals.js file. Okay, file was executed, but we didn't see anything in console. This is because we didn't call our function. We just declared function here and we just declared a variable's name. To call this function, we need to write my function and we need to specify parameters or set values. In our case, we are going to use x and y as we declared these values. But if we execute this function, we won't see anything in console again. To do this, we need to use console.log method. Basically, here we will call our function. Function returns result of multiplying parameter 1 and parameter 2, which we set here, and we will get in console result of execution. Let me execute this piece of code, and as you see, we got a result equal 10. We can basically comment out this lane, it won't be executed, and instead of setting and using predefined values, we can call our function with two parameters which we set directly in function. We do not need always use these two parameters. Okay, let's execute this piece of code. And as you see, we got 20, which is a result of multiplying 10 by 2. In the end of this section, I will ask you to write function which adds two values and will print this result in console. Basically, you will need to change code in this lane. Instead of multiplying, you need to add. If you have any questions, you can reach me out. I will reply on your request.